What's up, guys? It's your girl Ashinea Speaks, and I am back with another video. Before we get into this video, please go check out my older content and see if it's something that you like. And if you do, go ahead and subscribe to the fam. Hit that post notification bell so you can be updated on all daily posts. And yeah, share, like, leave a comment. I just want to know, your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some constructive criticism. Some ideas on some videos that you guys might want to see. I'm working on getting an intro and a banner for my channel. And I'm going to try to, practice editing or whatever the case may be, even though the type of videos I'm doing right now doesn't really require too much editing. But, yeah. So, I just got home from church, and the message was really dope today. It was about operating in love. Actually, the title was, What is Love? And, it was just basically also talking about operating in love as well. And it was just talking about when you judge people and everything of that type of nature, you're not operating in love. Partly of what I was talking about in my video yesterday when I was saying, sometimes I have to check myself because I find myself judging a situation, and not even judging, but just feeling like a person shouldn't be doing something when I got my own mess to clean out my own closet, if that makes sense. So today's topic is going to be based off of the message at church, and it's going to be operating in love. Because a lot of the times what we do, we operate out of anger, we operate out of fear, we operate out of hate. And it's easy to do those things. It's easier to just do things out of spite, do things because you're upset. It's just easier to do things the negative way versus a positive way. For an example, we just got home from church, and my daughter was in the car, and she was saying she wanted Wendy's. And lately, we've been eating more in than out. Trying to save money, trying to get away from the bad food, you know what I'm saying? So I've been cooking more. We eat out here and there, but I've been cooking more. We've been eating more at home. And she decided she wanted to throw a temper tantrum, cry about it, whatever you want to call it. And we was in the car and she was crying, and I kind of turned the music up and was like, let me tune her out, because if I don't, I'm going to spaz. And like I told y'all yesterday, it's that time of the month, and, she loves to try me. So, we get home, and we had pizza from last night or whatever, and I'm warming them up some pizza, and, I give them the pizza, and she's crying and basically acting like, I said I didn't want that type attitude. And I'm not gonna lie, I went off, because it's like, I had to tell her, you're acting very ungrateful for somebody who don't bring no money into my home. You know what I'm saying? Initially, and I'm going to just be honest, I really wanted to hit her, to be honest. The attitude that she was giving me, I wanted to put my hands on her. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to walk away, because if I don't walk away, I'm going to snap. So, she comes upstairs, where I'm at, and she comes in my room. Well, no, she doesn't come in my room. She says from her room, I apologize. And she says it in this I apologize type of way, like this. She just saying it just to say it, basically, because she knows I'm upset with her. And so I'm like, nah, I don't want to hear it. And then I quickly had to bring it in, and I was like, nah, never mind, okay. But I'm like, but when you apologizing to somebody, you apologize to that person's face. And I told her, you disrespected me in my face, so you need to apologize in my face. So she came in the room and she apologized, and I had to explain to her why what she was doing was not okay. And I had to let her know, You cannot be doing that. It is kids who don't even have no food. It's people who go without eating. You know what I'm saying? It's kids who go without eating, kids who go without. So for you to have that attitude because today I told you you couldn't have Wendy's, or today I told you you couldn't have McDonald's, you had to eat what was at the house, for you to just have this bratty attitude as if I said I wasn't going to feed you at all, that was not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I had to explain to her, you know what I'm saying, why what she did was not okay, versus just yelling at her about it and not breaking it down properly to her, because that's where that love comes in at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to take away the anger, because the anger was most definitely there, and I had to reel it in, and I had to basically explain to her why what she was doing was not okay. And this is not her first time doing it. She has a very spoiled, bratty, thinking she's the only child syndrome going on. She has that, and and it's not just it's not just her fault, because it's a person or a child is going to do whatever they're allowed to do. So it's not just her fault. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has something to do with us as well, you know what I'm saying, because we allowed the behavior, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just like, okay. But I had to explain to her, like, that was not cool. You cannot do that. This is the reason why you cannot do it. I was talking to my husband the other day because my youngest had got in trouble. And she knew what she did was wrong. And she had later came back to apologize. And my husband was like, I'm not trying to hear it. And that's the reason why I had to reel myself in today, because I had to let my husband know, like, she's trying to make it better. She wants to apologize and she's trying to make it better. She knows what she did was wrong. So when she wants to make it better, let her make it better. And that just goes into my topic, like, when your kids want to make it right, let them make it right. Because they already know once they got in trouble, like, they know that they did something wrong. They know that they did something bad. So when they come to you, because sometimes right then and there, they're not going to apologize. They're kids, so they don't really hit them. But then when you walk away and then they walk away, you know what I'm saying, they thinking like, okay, what I did was not right. It was not cool, you know what I'm saying? Because it couldn't have been, because mom or dad is really upset. So when they go think about it and process it, allow them to explain themselves, to apologize, and for you to accept it and explain to them why what they did was not okay. And then y'all, hug it out and tell each other you love each other, and you go about your separate ways. You know what I'm saying? Your kids have to see, like, just because I made a mistake, that doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't mean my parents hate me. That doesn't mean my parents don't love me. You still have to show your kids love even when they're doing wrong. And that's not even just with kids. That's in a relationship too. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have your days when you're in a relationship with your partner, and you might feel like you hate them, or you might not want to talk to them, or it's been days where you just don't talk to them, or y'all go to bed and don't say good morning or good night to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot do that. Even when you feeling like, I just want to strangle you, you have to just operate in love. Because love wins. Love conquers it all. You know what I'm saying? So when you mad at a person, sometimes you need to just go calm yourself down and then go regroup. But don't stay mad. You know what I'm saying? And effective communication is very important in any type of relationship, whether that's a relationship with your child, your job, your husband, or your boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, your parent. Effective communication is very important. I feel like you should be mature enough to sit down with somebody and have a conversation with them and let them know, hey, this is bothering me. This is why this is bothering me. What can we do to fix it? That is very important, and our kids need that. And I keep going back to kids because it's a lot of kids who grew up, and it's a lot of kids who are growing up, and they don't have that, and they're wilding out because they don't have that. Nobody is perfect, and no kid or no adult should feel like they have to be perfect. They shouldn't be pressured into feeling perfect. Because nobody is. So, you know what I'm saying? That was just on my heart heavy today. It's like, when you do something, do it out of love. Don't do it for no type of power. Don't do it for no type of control. Don't do it just to say you did it. Don't do it for none of those reasons. If your intentions is not good going into it, do not do it. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to judge a person's situation, don't do it. Just spread more love, give more love. We already in a world where it's hard to just get that. It's hard to feel that from another person. It's hard to receive it or to, you know what I'm saying, give to anybody. This world makes love seem like it is so bad, and they got the wrong interpretation of what love is. So, when you out there, anything you do it with good intentions. Because when you act out on your anger and your hate, 9 times out of 10, the consequences are terrible. The karma is terrible. So, if you see somebody out today and they're not doing okay and they're down bad, give them a hug. You know what I'm saying? Give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Tell them everything is going to be okay. Pray for them. Pray with them. Don't judge them. I know it's hard for us not to do because we're not in that person's shoes. So to us, we automatically assume that something is easy. But if you're not in that position, then you can't tell somebody if it's easy or not. So when you see somebody going through something, love on them, pray with them, pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Ask if there's anything that you can do for them. But don't do it for the wrong reasons. Because God blesses you double, triple times more when you go in it with love. When your intentions is good. When you're doing it just because you genuinely just want to see somebody happy. Genuinely because you just want to see somebody win. Genuinely because you just want to uplift somebody. Because you want somebody to have inner peace. Operate in love. You'll be amazed at how God will bless you when you operate in love. You'll be amazed. But y'all sit down and y'all start talking to y'all kids. Stop always yelling first, shall I say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a mom who is always constantly yelling at my kids, and I'm also not a mom who is always whooping my kids either. I can really tune my kids out when they're acting a fool, but I need to learn to stop that right there so that it can be a clear understanding that you better not do it again. But love on your kids, hug your kids. Let your kids feel the comfort in being able to talk to you and express themselves. And when they do something bad, still love them, still hug them, still kiss them, still tell them that everything is okay. This is just what you can do so that this does not happen again. But love on your babies. Love on yourself. Love on the next person. It's easy to get mad. It's easy to do something hurtful to somebody. So why don't you try doing something that's so hard to people to do? Be nice, be loving, be caring. That wraps up this video. I told y'all I'm not going to keep y'all for long. I just wanted to get that out there. That was on my mind. I was already planning on doing a video anyways off the message, but just that situation with my daughter and thinking about the situation with my daughter and my husband, their encounter, that really was on my heart to talk about. That's really why the shifts turn more to operating in love with your kids too. You know, other people too, but more so your kids, because I was talking to the elder at the church, and like she said, us young people, we do not have that. We don't. You know what I'm saying? Mostly it's kids growing up with no parents in the house or one parent in the house, grandma raising them, grandpa raising them, aunts raising them. It's not really two-parent homes no more. So that's why I geared this message more towards loving on your kids. And even when they're doing wrong, love on your kids. They need that love, because that love right there is going to teach them, yes, I made a mistake, but this is what I can do not to make the same mistake again. And I'm okay. I'm not a bad person because I did that. So love on your kids, love on yourself, love God, love everything and everybody else around you, and God will do wonders in your life. You take care of your kids, God gonna take care of you. It's just that simple. This is Ashinea Speaks. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up bell, click that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, and join the family. I'm telling y'all, the bangers is gonna keep coming back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I don't know how much more I can say it to you, but I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's Ashinea Speaks. Peace.